Hello, I am SquidofLove. Welcome back to another video where we discuss the latest news regarding the development of Star Citizen. And we are going to start today with 2.5 update, which is already available on the PTU and will bring some very interesting features. Grim Hex space station, a second space station in the persistent universe that will act as a second spawn point in the game, and it is best suited for criminals. 2 new ships, the Argo and the Reliant, a new landing system, the first step, the first implementation of a new landing system, but also, very interesting, the first step of a new health system. 2.5 is overall a very good update that brings some very interesting new features, and if you have access on the PTU, you should go and take a look, especially on the Grim Hex space station, which is placed on the asteroid belt around Yela, and it will certainly make life in the persistent universe a lot more interesting. Next week is Gamescom, and this is a very good reason to be excited about Star Citizen and what we are going to see over there. In today's Around the Verse, we got a hint on what we should expect, basically what we have already heard, what we have already seen from the PC Games article a couple of weeks ago regarding Star Marine that will come with 2.6 and Procedural Planets that will come with 2.7, two very interesting updates that will change the face of Star Citizen, that will make the whole experience much better. I really can't wait to see what Star Citizen has to show us in this year's Gamescom, especially the procedural planets and planetary landings. Let's go ahead now and talk about NPC and when we will be able to hire crew for our vessels. These are very interesting news, and the first numbers of NPC will appear in the persistent universe with 2.7. It will be limited, their number will be limited, but later will increase. And we will be able to see workers, tourists, shopkeepers walking around mostly large landing zones such as Port Olisar, Grim Hex, Levski, Area 18, and this is going to be possible because with 2.7 we will get all these locations in the persistent universe inside the full Stanton system. These characters will have their own daily schedule, they will have a diversity, a variety on their actions, and this will depend on what kind of job they are doing, where are we, what time of day it is. The goal here is to add realism and make the Star Citizen universe living and breathing. The location especially will affect the NPC, so for example if we are in a location that business is going well, we are going to see a lot of tourists, we are going to see shopkeepers, other NPC buying stuff maybe. But if we are in an area where the society is falling apart, then we are going to see acts of vandalism and a lot of NPC begging. Also, if there is a war somewhere in a certain system, we are going to see a lot of wooden people waiting to be treated outside the medical facility. At the beginning, the level of interaction we will have with these NPCs is not going to be high, but later this will increase, and it will also be affected by our reputation, the area where we are, the system and its unique conditions, and of course our personal history with a certain NPC. So if for example we are buying items, weapons from a certain shopkeeper, I assume that we are going to build a certain relationship with that shopkeeper, with that NPC. Eventually we will even be able to hire NPC as a crew member in our vessels and have them help us in our journeys, whatever activity we are doing. This is gonna come later, not in 2016. We will be able to visit shops in order to browse a library of available NPC. We will not be able to buy them, only rent them, rent their services, and their price will depend on their skill set and of course the demand on the market. We will have to pay a salary on them, so this is going to be a fixed cost for us, depending how many NPC we have hired as crew members. Their behavior will also depend on their personality and traits. Their behavior in certain situations will depend on these characteristics, how aggressive they are, or if they are afraid easily in combat. Most of these NPC characters that we will be able to hire will be specialized in a certain activity. It won't be possible to use them for multiple activities, but it will be possible to train them, to have them do the same job over and over until their skill becomes better. The whole system sounds like something we have already seen in many RPG games, where we get to hire party members, manage them, assign them certain jobs, and the management is going to be easy, it is going to be possible through our mobile class. Although most of the NPC will only be good at one certain activity, at one certain work, it will be possible to discover some real star NPC, but that's going to be hard, and have them with us, working with us, be our crew member. Sometimes it will even be possible for NPC themselves to offer us their services, but that will depend on our relationship with that certain NPC, and of course the conversation we have with him and how well it's going. The first NPC that will be available for us in order to hire them as crew will only be able to use scanners, weapons, and help repairing our vessel. Later we will get more specialized NPC such as pilots. At the moment RSI is focusing on hireable NPC crew for small vessels that don't need a big number of crew members in order to operate them properly. Later they will add options for bigger ships, so for example we might be able to hire base crew in order to get a lot of NPC for our bigger vessels, and might also be possible to extend our ship insurance in order to cover the expenses of a very good NPC that we have lost in a battle. It will be really convenient to have the ability to extend the insurance in order to cover the loss of some very good NPC we had on our crew, because it will be really time consuming and also expensive to find others and train them to the same level. The addition of NPC in the Star Citizen universe will definitely make the game a lot more alive, but will also give the opportunity to solo players to go out there with some NPC assisting them, making their life a lot easier. We also got to see the new Hornet F7A, and it is an amazing vessel. It will be a Squadron 42 ship, but if we do well in Squadron 42 we may be able to get it. It reminds of course the Hornet series, but it looks a lot more beautiful, it has a better design, more aerodynamic and a cleaner look. Overall it is one of the most beautiful ships I have seen in the game so far, and I really can't wait to fly it in Squadron 42. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am SquidofLove, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.